Yo, what's up? It's Connor.
And it's your boy, Tyler.
And we're the Bold Brothers, bringing it. And in today's video, we're going to be telling you why your current workout split is more than likely hindering your progress to get your dream physique. But first, cue the epic intro.
All of us have so many different things that we do in the gym thanks to all the information that we're absorbing. There's research, there's what our friends tell us, there's what the professionals on YouTube tell us. There's all these things, and some of us are incorporating like strength training, like low repetition, or high endurance training, like super high, like 20 reps, or like get in, get out, 30-minute workouts. Like everything is so different. And so today we're going to tell you the exact split that you need in order to maximize your gains in the gym.
So how do you know what's actually a waste of time and what's actually effective for you to get your desired results? Well, right now we're actually going to break down all the most popular workout routines, the workout splits that you'll most commonly see that you're probably doing right now so that you can learn what you need to do to get shredded. Let's get right into it.
So right away we're going to go right into the total body split, which is where you hit everything on Monday, everything again on Wednesday, and the entire body again on Friday. And that means Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday, you're chillaxing, hanging out.
So there's a few nice things about the total body split, the total body workout, that you're probably already familiar with. The first one is that you're getting 4 days a week to recover. You're getting plenty of recovery time, and recovery is essential when you're trying to get aesthetic AF.
So the number two nice thing about the total body split is that 48 hours in between your workouts is optimal to stimulate muscle protein synthesis. Research says that training your muscles every 48 hours is optimal for gains, and we're going to get to that right in a second. And this right here is why the total body split is so optimal for so many people. So many people get benefits from it.
It's important to remember that this total body workout split has been utilized for decades. The greats like Arnold Schwarzenegger even used their own variations of it, but they added their own twist to it because they needed a little more volume to get those gains. And let's get right into the next workout split. So this brings us to the second workout split we're going to be talking about, which is the push-pull split. Now Arnold Schwarzenegger actually is iconic for using this workout split to shock the muscle. So what he did was, instead of training his entire body 3 days a week, he upped the volume and trained his body 6 days a week. And now this high volume training is essential if you're going for that old school classic bodybuilder aesthetic look.
So what does the push-pull workouts look like? Well, let's go for a push workout. A push workout is going to activate the shoulders, the chest, the triceps, in many cases the quads and the front part of the legs. And then compare this to like a pull workout. A pull workout is going to be pulling motion, so like bicep curls, like back movements where you pull back, or a lat pull down, or hamstring curls, or deadlifts where you're pulling the weight. So this is a really good way to structure your workout so that essentially when you push you hit the front side of your body, and when you pull you hit the back side of your body. And this allows for that 48-hour muscle protein synthesis that we were just talking about in between your workouts, because it's going to be 48 hours before you hit your next push day or your next pull day.
So you can see what Arnold did was he broke his workouts up. Instead of doing a total body workout, he would break it into 2 days. So instead of one workout one day, he did one on Monday, and then he would do one on Tuesday. And what this does is it enhances the training frequency. And this enhanced frequency means you get to do shorter workouts, and you still get to hit your muscle groups every 48 hours for, again, that muscle protein synthesis, which is key.
If you're someone who's really serious and you want to get a real habitual like routine going for the gym, this allows you to get in there almost every single day of the week. You do need that one day of rest. Your muscles and body do have to recover, but this is really good for establishing a habit. So, maybe if you struggle to hit these 3 days a week, maybe you're not building enough habits, so you got to switch to something that's actually more intense, but actually short amount of time in the gym each day. So keep that in mind. Blah.
So another popular workout split out there is the push-pull legs routine. And you've probably already heard of it. And us ourselves have actually utilized this workout split in the past because it is highly effective. And also you can even do a beginner version of it because this split is very intensive. It's 6 days a week training, as you can see. So how it works is it's push day, pull day, legs, rest, and then again, push, pull, legs. And the beginner version of it, which is less volume, so you have more time to recover, which is key if you're new, would be just training 3 days a week. So you would just be doing 1 push day, 1 pull day, and 1 leg day a week.
So one of the coolest things and most beneficial things about the push-pull-leg split is that when you're doing this kind of split, it's training like an athlete. And what does training like an athlete mean? It means that you're pairing together muscle functions that work together. So if you're pushing, you're not just hitting chest, or you're not just like isolating triceps. Like, you're doing a push movement, so your entire triceps, chest, even shoulders are engaged when you're doing these kind of movements in real life. So when you go into the gym and you're training your triceps, your shoulders, your chest, you're pairing all these muscle groups together, activating them at the same time, just like they would be activated in real life if you were to do an activity that were to engage these muscles. So you're training like an athlete with the push-pull legs, which is something really cool that you don't get out of some other splits.
So if you're looking to up your athleticism while still getting jacked, this may be the solution for you. But let's continue getting on because we got a lot more to discuss.
Next on deck is bro splits, one of the most widely controversial training splits that you'll hear about when you're researching what's going on in the gym. And we're going to tell you why right now. We actually ourselves utilize bro splits plenty of time, very often, because they're awesome for hypertrophy training. And so every single time you step foot in the gym, you gotta ask yourself, like, what is my intention? What is the goal that I am trying to achieve by stepping in the gym today? And so often, like, we want to get hypertrophy training. We want to really pump our muscles with as much blood as possible and target different heads. So that's hypertrophy training. And bro splits get a lot of heat, get a lot of freaking dirt from these fitness professionals because they're not necessarily aligned or backed by science. And we're gonna get into the science. We really are. Regardless of the research, bro splits are beneficial because they actually work, and they're super popular amongst some of the most famous bodybuilders in the world.
We ourselves actually mix both bodybuilding style training and athletic style training into our programming because we understand that most guys want to look freaking jacked, look aesthetic, while also being able to move well like an athlete. So that's why we incorporate a little bit of both into our training to get that awesome mixed result. So an example of a bro split would be something like Monday you're going to hit chest, International Chest Day, and then Tuesday you'll hit tris, Wednesday you'll hit shoulders, Thursday you'll hit back, Friday biceps before the club, and then legs on Saturday. And this right here is actually exactly why bro splits get a bad rap. Because what you're doing here is you're essentially overlapping muscle groups with similar functions, right? So a bench press is going to use your chest, your triceps, and your shoulders. So if you hit chest on Monday and bench, you're not going to have enough time to recover your triceps the next day. And that's kind of why a lot of the fitness pros out there shy away from the bro splits.
Yeah, it totally defeats the purpose of that 48-hour muscle protein synthesis that we were talking about earlier. So bro splits, could be done like that if you want to do them wrong. Like, there is a right and a wrong way to do the bro split.
So as a natural athlete, recovery is essential. So that's why we're going to be going over a modified bro split that you can use that is actually highly effective.
And another awesome bro split that we got right here is an awesome one because it aligns with many of the popular principles of the gym. Like, you're going to start off your Monday with chest on International Chest Day. What better way to start the week than starting it hot with something that you really just want to pump? We're men here. We like to pump chest. And then you're going to follow it up with back. So, you're not touching anything that you touched the previous day. Then you're going to follow up with legs and quads, still giving time for your chest and back to recover. And by then, you're ready to hit shoulders, which is another pushing movement. And your muscles are fully primed. They've already gone through the protein synthesis. Now you're ready to hit shoulders. And then on the following day, we got Friday right here. We're hitting bis and tris, guys. And trust us when we say this. Like, when you hit arms after work on a Friday, you're pumping your biceps, you're pumping your triceps, you're getting ready for the weekend. Like, there's no better workout to hit on a Friday because you're the most excited to do it, so you're going to actually give it more intensity than if you were doing legs on a Friday because you're going to be dancing all night. You don't want sore legs. You want pumped up arms so that you're looking ready for Friday night, if you know what I'm saying. And then, of course, on Saturday, you're going to have to hit your legs again because on Wednesday, we only hit the front part of our legs, the quads. So you're going to want to hit legs twice a week with this bro split. And on Saturday, you're going to be doing some leg curls, some deadlifts, getting the hamstrings activated. And then you're going to take a rest on Sunday, do it all again.
So again, this is an extremely popular split because you got your chest, International Chest Day Monday, and then arms Friday, right before you hit the club. It's going to give you a much higher probability of success if you know what we mean. So what we're actually doing here is we're taking the bro split that gets a bad rap and we're actually making it effective and we're actually making it work.
We're making it work, guys.
Because the most important thing when you do this type of training is picking the correct exercises. Because remember, the reason these bro splits get the bad rap is because you're not giving yourself enough time to recover with the classic one body part a day bro split, like chest, tries, shoulders, back, biceps, legs. So real quick, let's go over why these modified bro splits are actually effective. So if we're doing this right here where we're training our chest and our biceps on a Monday, when we train our chest, we're going to be involving our triceps, right? Because we're going to be doing pushing movements like a bench press. You're going to be using these tries. And then you wait 48 hours, right? So on Tuesday, you're going to hit legs. And then when Wednesday rolls around, you have back and tries. You have that 48-hour recovery time for your triceps. And exercise selection and the sequence that you do your workouts is imperative for results.
So what we mean by that, guys, is it is super imperative. Like, let's use back for an example. When you do back movements, like, you got to do movements that activate your biceps. So you got to do chin-ups. You got to do reverse grip lat pull-downs. You got to do close grip T-bar rows because these movements activate your biceps as well as your back. The back is the target for these exercises, but you get an auxiliary pump in your biceps. Like, let's say back and tries right here on a Wednesday. That means that you're actually also activating your biceps that day. So, like, let's look at the board real quick. Like, if we did biceps on Monday, you know, that means our biceps are shot. They need 48 hours to recover. And we do want to activate them again in 48 hours. So the split like this one right here, you know, chest and biceps on Monday, then you do back and tries on Wednesday. When you're doing these movements that activate not only the back but the biceps as well, you're keeping everything going. You're keeping the locomotive going forward because you're hitting your biceps again on Wednesday. So that's twice in 1 week, even though you're not necessarily targeting biceps twice in 1 week. So, you know, these are super important tips that are kind of overlooked a lot of times when you see these fitness professionals talking about how bad bro splits are.
Just hating on the bro splits.
Yeah, don't be hating, man. Please tell me why you hate.
Why you hating?
And so, you know, it's important to know about these things, guys.
So what Tyler was just saying is really important. And, you know, if we were using only like straight arm pull downs or lat pull downs or pullovers on a machine or with dumbbells, these back exercises don't recruit your biceps a lot at all. So you're only going to be really targeting them or hitting them directly on Monday when you hit them with chest. And then the rest of the week, they're not going to really get used. And that is not optimal for maximum gains. So again, exercise selection is key.
You know, when it comes down to it, the guy who might not be getting results is the guy who just heard and he's looking at research. But the guy who is getting results is the guy who's done it, has had experience. You know, this guy knows about these nuances.
And we're going to be getting into this a lot.
Yeah, man.
So keep on watching this video. So the guys who are actually getting results from their training are the ones that put thought into it. They're the ones that actually know exactly what they're going to do when they walk into the gym. They've already completed their workout in their mind. So as soon as you hear somebody say that, oh, studies say that this, or research says that this, you should probably run away because they probably got that information from some skinny dork working in some college laboratory. And when you hear someone say that, it pretty much just translates to that person saying, I don't actually lift, I don't actually train people, I just read studies. And yeah, that's not who you should be getting your training information from, guys. You want people who actually put in the work.
Yeah, you want guys who have literally been with hundreds of actual people training alongside them, observing, giving advice to. Like, these are the people that have the real experience. These are the people who can actually, you know, understand where you're at, because everybody's an individual when it comes down to it.
Yep. And
that's important.
And these are the people that are going to manifest your results. and not just tell you that, oh, you should do this because research says it's optimal when they've never picked up a weight in their life. And yeah, there's some awesome trainers out there, like our guy back home, Vince Burke, back in New Jersey.
Shout out to you, Vince.
Yeah, shout out to Vince, man, if you're watching this, which I hope you are. Much love, Jersey Strong, Radar, all in, baby. Game days every day. But yeah, guys like Vince, you know, he's a former bodybuilding champion. He's trained hundreds of clients. Hundreds of clients come into his office, his practice.
Thousands.
Well, they're coming in every single day, hundreds of them. And you know, he knows that these people aren't a textbook, right? So he can read them, he can see what they need to do, he can see what they need to work on, he can diagnose them specifically. And that's why it's important to actually put it into practice and not just rely on research.
And so with everything broken down, guys, you know, you guys now know the splits. We're going to tell you our final point on the matter. When it comes down to it, the question you're really asking yourself, the reason you clicked on this video is because you want to know the right bro split. Not necessarily the right bro split, the right split that works for you. And so when it comes down to it, all of these splits, except for like this one right here, do get people real results in real life. And the reason I say that all of them work is because they don't all work for everybody. Everybody's got different variables in their life. You know, these studies don't account for the people who, you know, get 4 hours of sleep a night, or the people that, you know, binge on peanut butter and crackers when they get stressed out. There's so many variables that every single person has in their life. And I'm not saying that any of these variables are right or wrong, but I am going to say that they will make one split more right for you than another.
So people aren't textbooks, we know that. So that's why one guy could be getting like 12 hours of really good solid REM sleep at night, while another guy, you know, goes out and he parties till 4 a.m. and he's just eating junk food. You know, these lab technicians that are running the tests on seeing which workout split's the most effective, they're not accounting for this stuff. So that's why, again, experience. Go out and try yourself. Get your ass in the gym and off the, athletic sports training research journal.com, because that's not going to get you your muscles, man. So how do we actually go about tying all this together? Well, let's imagine a scenario. So let's say one dude comes up to me and he compliments me. He's like, Connor, you have the nicest shoulders I've ever seen, man. Like, keep it up. Like, you're a freaking beast. Like, I love your work ethic. But then another dude comes up to me and he's like, Connor, the only reason you have good shoulders is because of genetics. You know, nothing else matters. Like, you don't even work that hard. So if I was doing the training split where I'm hitting shoulders directly on Friday, right? And I'm also hitting it indirectly when I train chest on Monday, that's optimal for me, right? Because my shoulders are getting hit twice a week. So it works for me. It gets me results. And I know this because I do it myself. But with that being said, maybe it's not as effective for you as it is for me. So what we're trying to say here is essentially that some workout splits are more effective for growing a certain body part, while other body parts are going to get lagged behind in that workout split. So how do you know what you need to do?
So how do you know what you need to do? That's a great question, brother man. So what you got to do is you got to take a long, hard, honest look at yourself in the mirror, because, you know, for instance, like, I know that my chest lacks while my arms are very strong. And so what that means for me is that I have to be doing a split where I am doing more chest push days than I am doing arm days, so that my chest can become proportionate to the rest of my body. And for me to understand that that's the case, what I actually need to do is I take that long look in the mirror and I change things up. You need to change things up. You need to experiment. You need to find out which one of these works for you, because they're all so different. They're all so beneficial for so many different reasons. And the important thing that we're advocating through this video to help you guys out is you need to experiment with change. So, you know, maybe you're doing a bro split where you do biceps all day long on arm day, and, you know, you're at a stagnant point. Like, maybe you can change it up by hitting biceps 3 different days a week in shorter increments. You know, try this out for 2 to 4 weeks and then observe, are my biceps getting stronger? Are they getting bigger? Are they feeling weaker and not as activated? Like,
are they looking worse? Like, you gotta look and you gotta see for yourself.
You gotta figure this stuff out for yourself, guys, because our bodies are all gonna react differently. We've been stressing that.
So the real reason that workout splits are killing your gains is because
killing your gains, baby.
You fall in love with one split and you never deviate away from that. you stay stuck in your ways, you don't change it up, and essentially you don't shock the muscles like Arnold said, which is, how you get that beast look. So if you're not making strength gains, or you're not making hypertrophy gains, or you're not seeing any desired changes in the mirror, maybe you have to stop listening to the researchers who are saying that this is the most effective way. You need to stop thinking like that. You need to get off your ass. You need to start experimenting. You need to start training. You need to start applying yourself and seeing what works for your body, because that's truly the only way that you will ever discover what the best workout split is.
So, look at your body from an objective point of view. We're not advocating for any single one of these ones. We're just advocating for you to figure out what works and what doesn't, so that you can actually enjoy your experience in the gym. Weightlifting is something to be enjoyed. It can be so much more enjoyable when you're feeling results from your actual workouts. So we advocate for you to make a decision to invest in yourself, make a smart decision, change, adapt, look at yourself objectively. Don't get subjectively attached to that one split that's just always been your thing, and some people have been telling you and they got good results from it. It doesn't matter, guys. It matters about what happens to you.
The point of this video is that experience trumps everything. Stop believing and listening to the scientific research journals you read online, and actually get your ass in the gym and start training. We're all individuals here, and we all respond better to different things. So it's up to you to find what works best. Now, if you guys are maybe looking for some training split ideas, you can head on over to www.boldbrothersfit.com, and we got a ton of awesome resources there for you guys to check out.
So also feel free, on our website there's a contact us page. We got the comment section down below. Feel free to drop some questions, some curiosities that you might have. Tell us your bro split. I keep on saying bro split. Tell us your weightlifting split, because we are seriously interested, guys, to see what's going on out there in the minds of everybody who we interact with on this channel. This is such a great opportunity for us to get to know you guys so much more personally. Leave your split down below in the comments. Like this video. If you want more videos like this, make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you get the notifications when they come out, because we got so much more awesome content coming at you guys. And it's the Bold Brothers. Bring it in!